The third thing I would say is community. I think, it was very intentional from the get-go that we wanted Kubernetes to be more than just a Google project. Bringing in early partners like Red Hat, but eventually, a lot of other folks. And I think that, there's this realization that, hey, there's a lot of smart people inside of a company like Google, but there's even more smart people outside of a company like Google. And if you can start harnessing that, you can really do amazing things. I think there were a couple things that Red Hat brought. So number one, some really great smart engineers. And I think, at this point, a lot of folks have moved around and switched between companies, but a lot of the folks that are still very involved in Kubernetes were part of the original set of Red Hat folks that we started working with. I think there was an urgency to get this into a product and make it sort of production ready. I think it was a bit of a science experiment for Google itself early on to sort of say, hey, can we make this thing work? Whereas Red Hat had, they were rebasing OpenShift 3 on top of Kubernetes, and they had a real need to actually get this out there and make it work. And with that, they introduced some really interesting ideas that I think are still a big part of Kubernetes today. Some of these things I think have aged well. I think the idea of namespaces instead of Kubernetes was originally pushed by Red Hat, made a ton of sense. But I think there was definitely a rush to get it ready and production ready that, the Red Hat folks brought a lot of that urgency, which was good for the project.